Joining me in the studio to tell us more is Ledio Cakaj. He's written extensively on the LRA. He is the author of the book, When Walking Defeats You, One Man's Journey as Joseph Kony's Bodyguard. Ledio, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's begin with this trial. This is the first rebel to be tried from LRA in The Hague. What really is the significance of this case, and how do you expect, what are we looking at in this trial really?
Well, this is the first case not only of a former LRA fighter, but also the first case where a former child soldier is in front of the International Criminal Court. It's a very important case that has raised many questions, perhaps the most important being here is can we continue to judge someone for actions that he committed when those actions were committed against him in the first place? In other words, he was a child soldier. He is considered to be a victim as well as a perpetrator.
Again, Cakaj, Ongwen has pleaded not guilty, and he says he too is a victim. So when you look at that, does he really have a strong case here?
I think he does. I think everyone would agree, including the prosecution and the victims, that Mr. Ongwen was abducted. He was a child. The age is a bit unclear still, between 10 and 14. But his argument has been that he was abducted, he should have been protected in the first place, and he was forced to commit some of those crimes. Whether or not that's the case, that was definitely the case, that remains for the court to decide and come to an agreement.
Again, it's alleged that Ongwen fell out of favor with Joseph Kony, the LRA leader. Is this true, and if so, why?
I think it is true. I think that, particularly based on the interviews I conducted for my book as well, there are many former LRA members have said how Mr. Ongwen fell out of favor many times with Joseph Kony, and one of the former bodyguards and close fighters to Kony came out last year. He told me also that before Mr. Ongwen came out of Kony's camp, he was beaten on Kony's orders for insubordination.
You know, Uganda government had already said it was going to kind of throw its full weight to ICC to support this case. But again now, the government wants to withdraw from the ICC. What do you make of that? Why the change of heart?
Well, I think the Ugandan government has alluded to the fact that that the ICC sometimes might not be necessarily, might have a bias. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm not sure if Uganda will definitely withdraw from the ICC, but I think there is this perception that when it came to fighters, low-level fighters, it was okay for the ICC to intervene. But then when the ICC started to go after leaders in African nations, particularly in Kenya, I think that maybe became a little bit too problematic for President Museveni.
Cakaj, if you remember, well, in 2012, there was even this kind of campaign that went viral about trying to get Joseph Kony. But to date, we do not know where Joseph Kony is. Do you think that Ongwen is likely to reveal his whereabouts? Would he even know?
No, Ongwen would not know where Kony is right now. Ongwen came out at the end of 2014, beginning of 2015. It's been a long time. Kony's already moved. We have a general idea where Kony is, but it's a large area in the border between South Sudan, Sudan, and Central African Republic.
Ledio, thank you very much for your insight into this
Thank you for having
story.
me.
Ledio Cakaj is author of the book, When Walking Defeats You, One Man's Journey as Joseph Kony's Bodyguard.